Welcome to Little Known Facts with Ilana Levine, written and narrated by Ilana Levine. A little known fact about my guest today. When she's a blonde, she can go undetected, but when she's a redhead, it's hard to go undiscovered. Welcome Emmy, Tony, Grammy, and Golden Globe winner, Cynthia Nixon.
A-OK. A-OK.
Cynthia Nixon is my guest today.
Hello, everybody.
And I could go on about her resume. But I think at this point, the magnificent thing about Cynthia Nixon is the resume sort of exists and speaks for itself. What people don't know.
And that's what Google is for.
That's what Google.
That's why God made Google.
God made Google. We're going to talk about religion in a little while.
Okay.
But I want to talk about yesterday.
Yes.
Yesterday, you and I, after you had sushi for the first time in a long time, went to see Buried Child.
Yes.
A Sam Shepard play that we both realized while watching it we thought maybe we had seen, but in fact we had not.
I think a Pulitzer Prize-winning play, like a really important American play.
Yes, neither of us had seen it. So in a way, as ashamed as I was about that, I also felt like, oh my God, but we're getting to see it the first time together, and that was meaningful. The thing I always love to do with you, maybe more than with anyone else on the planet, is talk about what we just saw together. I feel like people don't do that anymore. They go and we're so quickly on to the next, and I feel like it's part of your religion.
It is part of my religion, and the thing about it is, I feel like this is a segue into an important part of me, right? Which is that my mother had me late for the time that she was living in the 60s. She was 36 when she had me. I was her only child. She wasn't planning on having children. I'm an only child, and she was an only child, and my father was an only child. There was not a lot of, my childhood that was kid stuff. There was a lot of like, you're 5 now, let's go see Stacy Keach in Hamlet. There was a lot of movies and plays. And partly maybe because I was way too young for these things that I was seeing, but also because I think it was what my mother loved to do. We would go, but that was what we had to talk about.
Right.
We didn't talk about our feelings.
No.
We didn't talk about my imaginary friends. We talked about both of our imaginary people that we'd seen up on stage. And I started directing, after having been an actor since I was 12, I started directing, maybe 2 years ago. And I felt like I was actually, I'm not really good at trying new things. I like to stay in my comfort zone of things that I know I can do really well.
Okay.
Because another thing that neither of my parents were really any good at.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?